I am not doing your surgery until you can prove to me that you're not going to touch a cigarette for at least the next 4 weeks. As of now, you're not my patient.
What do you mean?
I cannot take that risk with you.
He wasn't willing to take that risk, but Angela was. Even after her doctor rejected her for facelift surgery, she still tried to talk him into doing it.
I'm gonna use my Southern charm to see if I can get that facelift surgery.
Oh goodness, we're gonna talk about it. Plus,
why your mom called me hooker?
No one called you hooker.
I mean,
No one called
she
you.
thinks I'm a hooker.
here we go with this one. Natalie accused Mike's mom of calling her a hooker. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
When Mike was outside, Trish called me a hooker, and I don't want to be called that because I'm a good, respectful woman.
I can't with these two. They're both out of line. Yet, Mike sits there like he doesn't see or hear a thing.
You passed the grade.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. I hope you're well. This episode, Angela hit a new roadblock in her attempt to look younger for Michael after the doctor refused to give her a facelift because she won't stop smoking.
Were you supposed to quit after your last surgery?
Well, what did he say?
Yes, she was.
I know.
Now, we're adults. We know that quitting isn't easy. Well, I hope we're all adults watching this. We know that quitting isn't easy. There's no shame in that. At least you're trying. But what got me is the fact that after they denied her over the phone, Angela thought she could walk into his office and get him to do it anyway.
I was real excited for today to come because I'm supposed to be getting my facelift surgery. But Dr. Sadat and Dr. Obey's patient coordinator, Natasha, told me, yesterday that since I've been smoking, that the surgery's gonna be off. It's a disappointment, but I don't take no easily. I'm on my way to Dr. Sadat's office, and I'm gonna use my Southern charm to see if I can get that facelift surgery.
Angela, we know that you are a strong woman, but I don't know why you thought that was gonna work.
It's dumb.
If you can charm a doctor into giving you surgery, you need a new doctor.
I don't want to have that liability on my side.
And on top of all of that, the most important thing, your health, Angela. What about your health?
Well, what did he say?
Your life is way more valuable than a pretty face. I know it's easy for us to think we're invincible at times, but we're not.
In this particular procedure, face neck lifting, the blood vessels that give blood supply, oxygen, food to the skin to heal, they get choked. So they get very small, and therefore blood doesn't get to that level. And if you're smoking beforehand, it would kill the skin in that part. So we call it tissue necrosis. It would just die, which,
Angela is like, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like I'm not gonna get what I want.
My Southern charm is not working today.
She was bold for trying. Now, lucky for her, the doctor is still willing to do the surgery at a later time, but it's contingent on these two things. One, when she comes back to him in 4 weeks, he's going to nicotine test her.
I got one for you. I'll keep my word and won't smoke, and I'm not doing a nicotine test.
Then you won't get a new face. It's as simple as that.
here's another level.
Dr. Sadat also took things up a level when he told Angela she has to sign a contract that says she's going to stop smoking.
What?
We ain't a contract.
The contract stated that she would have to pay a fine of $1,500 if the doctor cancels the appointment because she smoked.
Can I just, I'm already lowered dog.
That contract had Angela sweating and stuttering.
I'm already.
She decided not to sign it for now because she wants to think about it first.
Can I think about this?
Yes, you can.
I just can't sign this one.
Which is totally understandable. This is a big deal. But all of this really got me thinking about how so much of our lives and what's possible for our lives revolve around tiny habits.
I have tried to been smoking since I was 13. I hate them. I hate cigarettes.
I know.
I'm learning personally in my own life that changing an old habit, it is not for the faint of heart. It is not. It's hard. You literally have to retrain your brain, but it's possible. People quit smoking all the time, so she can do it. It just boils down to how bad she wants to experience the new. Or if she's just cool with settling with the same old, same old. By the way, was I the only one looking hard at these straight to camera shots, trying to see if she ended up getting the facelift? I couldn't tell. And I feel like if she did, we would clearly be able to see. I'm rooting for you, Angela. You got this. Anyway, next week, it looks like she's going to make the decision.
Angela, let's do your last cigarette. Tell me about what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm going to enjoy my last cigarette alone, because it's the last one I'm having. I know I got to quit smoking, so I decided to get hypnotized. I've tried everything else in the book. I can do this. I'm a tough bitch. I can quit these cigarettes today. There it goes.
Hey, sometimes you just have to jump off the cliff, even when you're not ready.
I decided to get hypnotized.
And she's getting hypnotized. What? I can't wait to see that. I know with Angela and all of this plastic surgery talk, some of you are probably out there thinking, okay, what about Michael? Where's the focus on her romance with him? He wants a baby, yet she's spending $25K on the face.
$25,000.
What?
Yeah.
Convert to Nigerian naira, please.
That's about 11.5 million.
Although Michael's past actions have rubbed me the wrong way, I will admit that after watching this episode, my perspective has changed on him a bit.
She won't listen to me.
Angela keeps thinking that he doesn't care.
I've been through hell recovering from these surgeries, and Michael don't give.
It doesn't seem like that's the case. He's just tired of not feeling heard in their marriage.
I don't like it at this moment, so I just stop calling her.
Michael explained that before he and Angela got married, they decided to share their finances, but she hasn't even been consulting him when it comes to spending all this money on surgeries.
I wish my wife should at least respect my opinion sometimes, make decisions together, not only hers, Let's just be as one couple, as one body. Marriage is nothing like I thought it would be. She's making big decisions without me. With the surgery, and now all I and Angela do is fight. At this point, I don't know if I will ever be happy being married to Angela.
I think it's so interesting how in relationships, we can think we're doing something to keep our partners, in Angela's case, getting all these surgeries. But in reality, we are really pushing them away. Well, speaking of pushing away, I hate to say this, but I can't wait till Mike and Natalie call it quits. I can't. These two are stressful to watch.
Would you rinse that for me, please?
Sorry?
Rinse it.
This Thanksgiving trip to his mom's house has to be the most uncomfortable Thanksgiving trip ever. You could literally feel the animosity between Natalie and his mom through the screen.
And so I don't need it, honey. I just wanted to get the cornstarch out so it wouldn't stick in there. Just put it in the sink.
It's incredible Thanksgiving for me. Oh my God.
On top of Trish allegedly calling Natalie a hooker, there were these moments where Natalie would randomly just start laughing when Trish would say something, which was weird.
You pass around the table, essentially.
Sorry? What did you say?
I don't know if that was her way of easing the tension in the room or if she was trying to throw shade.
You're pulling my chain?
I just didn't get it. As we know, Natalie has been upset with Trish ever since she tried to call off her wedding to Mike. And Trish has been over Natalie for a while now because of the way she treats her son. So they spend Thanksgiving in defense mode, throwing all these little jabs at one another.
I don't have to prove anything to Trish. She puts down herself eventually.
I think the biggest problem with Mike and Natalie's marriage is how Natalie acts in this relationship. She's my child.
Well, I think Trish could act a bit more mature in this situation as well. She's been throwing a lot of shade at Natalie. And it's that nice, nasty shade. That shade with a little bow on the end.
So where are you at, Natalie, with the whole baby thing? You think that you want to have some Sooner or later, or? You're not sure yet? Because you're kind of getting up there. You're getting old. You guys are becoming old folks.
Natalie looks like she wants to go off. And Trish, you don't even want her to be married to your son. Why are you acting like you want her to be the mother of your grandkids?
I think I don't want my baby to go through stress, and I really want to be capable to feed my baby. You know, you're a single mom.
Was that supposed to be a jab? You see what I mean?
You know, you're a single mom. It's not easy.
It was a bunch of that going on. And Mike just let him do it. I know that these are the two most important women in his life, and it might be scary to say something, but he needs to find the words.
I think it's just a misunderstanding.
Thankfully, it looks like next week he will.
Natalie, I don't know what I said or did that would hurt your feelings.
Trish, I don't understand these jokes you make towards me.
What was disrespectful? Answer the question.
Better just leave.
Hey, Natalie, Mike and Natalie's marriage, I think it's something that's not going to work in the end. Give her $5,000 and send her back to Ukraine.
Ooh, she said send her back. It's about that time. All right, 90 Day Fans fam. You never know what's gonna happen with those two. So to make sure you stay updated on all the latest news coming out the 90 Day universe, make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I will see you next time.